What are the qualities and characteristics of the person you're dating that let you know that this is actually the right person for you? What are those green light signs? Wouldn't it be cool if we had a compass that we could just say, hey, is the relationship that I'm dating, is this pointed in a good direction? And it would let us know that, yeah, this person and the relationship, yeah, the direction that you want to go. For years, I used the wrong compass. I was looking at the wrong signs, and it led to a ton of heartbreak. And not just for me, but for the women that I dated as well. It's because I was prioritizing the wrong things. Maybe they were as well, and it just wasn't a good fit. So what if there was a fast track that could say, hey, look, these things matter long term. These are the things where you should put the weight on. In my search for trying to find what makes love last, and interviewing literally hundreds of couples who have been married over 40 years, they were telling me, hey, these are the things that matter. These are the things to pay attention to. And so today I want to share with you one guiding principle to look for, and then 5 green lights. These are things that if your man has these things, it's like a compass pointing you in the direction of saying, this could be a great partner for you. And this is a bit of a difficult topic to take on in this format because everybody's unique. You're unique in terms of what you want and the kind of relationship that you want. But these particular qualities tend to be a bit more universal. So pick the ones that really resonate with you. And if one doesn't resonate, feel free to cast it aside. So let's dive in. So consider this question for a moment. What's more important, chemistry or compatibility? Right? Now, both of these are essential for a long-lasting relationship. You want to have both chemistry and compatibility. Chemistry is important because it's what makes the two of you lovers. This is what drives the physical passion in the relationship. Compatibility is important because this is what makes the two of you friends and life partners. Your shared interests, your common values, all of those things. But which one is more important? Well, here's what's fascinating. Chemistry doesn't create more compatibility. But compatibility will create more chemistry. When you're aligned mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, all compatibility categories, when you love doing the same things, you've got common interests, that friendship grows, that enjoyment grows, you love talking, those types of things actually can increase the chemistry. So now what we would love is to have a 10 out of 10 in both of these categories, but that's just not life. And so what's fascinating is early on, I was way more prioritizing chemistry, feeling like that was the lightning bolt, that was the magic in relationships, and I wasn't paying attention to compatibility, and it led to a lot of heartbreak, a lot of crash and burn relationships. So between these two, you want to prioritize compatibility. If you prioritize compatibility, you'll often find that the chemistry will rise and match. So with that frame, then we want to take a look at, 5 green lights. What are the qualities that your man has or the qualities of the relationship that let you know that this relationship has got your compass pointed for long-term success? The first is you want to date a guy who takes responsibility for his life. I call this live above the line. If you're above the line, you're the co-creator of your world. If you're below the line, you're a victim of your world. These are two different mindsets. One, below the line, is a victim mindset. Life is happening to him. Like it's other people's fault. It's his boss's fault. It's traffic's fault. It's this other thing's fault. That life is happening to him. He's a victim. It is a horrible way to go through life. You do not want to be with a partner who's a victim of circumstance. Instead, choose a partner. You're looking for a guy who he takes responsibility. Responsibility literally is our ability to respond to what life brings us. Not everything is going to work out. Not everything is going to be enjoyable. There are going to be all kinds of challenges that come our way. That is the nature of life. Our character shows up in those moments when life is challenging, and it's in how do we respond? And how did I participate in this result? And more importantly, what can I do to create what it is that I want now that I found myself here? So on what level is your man taking responsibility? What is his mindset? A buddy of mine was considering dating this woman, and he just really loved her. Their chemistry was through the roof. I mean, like mad chemistry. And we all went bowling one night. She's sharing with me about how she just hates her job. Like she hates her job. They make her work long hours. They pay her well, but everyone's toxic at this job. She's just complaining. And finally I was like, well, why don't you leave that job? Like leave the job, go find another job. And she literally got angry at me. I had never seen this come out of her before. She got angry and she kind of attacked. She's like, I can't leave that job. I've got all kinds of benefits and 401k and this and that. She got mad at me for even suggesting that she leave this job. Why? Because she was happy being a victim. As weird as that sounds, she was so scared of changing her circumstances. The only thing she knew how to do was just complain about the way things were. But because she was unwilling to budge, she didn't want anyone to give her another suggestion. I told my buddy, I was like, I'm not sure about this, man. Like, this mindset is not going to be a healthy long-term mindset. He was like, man, I've never felt this way about anyone. Like, I just feel so in love with her. So he married her. The relationship lasted a year and then they divorced. Their mindsets just weren't aligned. It didn't lend to a long-term relationship. So the first green light you want to look for is, does he have a responsible mindset versus a victim mindset? The second green light that you're looking for is this one. Is talking with him easy? Do you guys connect? Do you guys have shared values, shared interests? Can you just talk for hours on end? When we interviewed America's Greatest Marriages, talking with all these couples, they were like, oh, you better believe talking matters because you're going to be with this person a long time. Do you enjoy conversating with one another? I was speaking with a therapist, and this therapist was challenging one of these common principles, saying, well, a lot of people think intimacy, sex is the most intimate thing that people do. And he was like, it's not sex. It's talking. Talking is actually the most intimate thing that you do, because it's through conversation where you're actually getting really vulnerable, sharing your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your spiritual beliefs, places where you're not yet settled in what it is that you believe, and you're exploring and you're learning and growing. That is truly the most intimate thing that people do. So is there an ease with this person when talking with them? If there is, that's a great green light for the relationship. The third green light is less about them and more about you. And that is, can you be fully you in this relationship? Are you free to express your authentic self? Do you feel accepted? Do you feel respected for who you are? Do you feel celebrated and propped up? And that really comes with this sense of freedom and expression and feeling. And that is a great sign of a green light, because you know that this person is loving and accepting of who you are. Naturally, they're not trying to get you to change or to grow, or they're going to love you if and when you become something different. That's conditional based love. Doesn't last very long. Now, it doesn't mean we don't want to grow ourselves, but is it inside of a space of an energy of just love and acceptance that they just dig you and you dig them? And the fourth green light that shows you that this person's got long-term potential is that he prioritizes respect, and he even shows respect to people that he disagrees with. America's Greatest Marriages will say you can have respect without love, but you cannot have love without respect. Respect is the bedrock of any great relationship. And so holding the line of respect, where you don't offer snide comments or cut people down or push their buttons, things like that, when you know that it's going to tear them down. No, he holds that line of respect. And so you don't catch him saying nasty things about his ex or somebody else in his life. You don't catch him saying nasty things about someone who disagrees with him politically. He can have those conversations while maintaining respect. And I know this one's tough oftentimes when we get heated or when we get flooded, but it is a great sign. If he's able to do that, that is a shining green light that you've got someone who knows how to be in a respectful relationship. And the fifth green light, that you're with a great partner that's got long-term potential. Again, this one is less about your partner and more about how you feel, is that you feel expansive when you're with them, but more importantly, when you're not around them, you feel at peace. So in other words, there's a common experience that I'll have with coaching clients. They're started dating somebody and they really like this guy, but when they're not around this person, they don't know what ground they stand on. They feel wobbly, they feel anxious, and yes, this is much about how they use their mindset, but it's also about his participation in the relationship, his consistency of communication, his showing up when he says he'll show up, his follow through, his congruence with his words and his actions, all of that. You want to be in a relationship where you get this sense of peace that you're standing on solid ground with this other person. A great way to know that is how you feel when you're not with them. It's so great when I'm talking to one of my clients and she's describing how she feels when she's with him, but she's also including how she feels when she's not with him, that she's just at peace, that she feels really good, because that's a signal of the energy that they have together. The signal of the expectations they've set up, the signal of the trust that they've built with one another. So here's the key. Your energy and how you feel when you're with the guy and when you're not with the guy is a great indicator of where this compass is pointed. And you want to pay attention to, am I dating potential? He's not really coming through. He's not there, but he might get there if he's more invested in me, if he prioritizes me. That's a compass that's pointed in the wrong direction. Or is he actually showing up? Is he building trust? Is he doing those things, all indicated by the level of peace you feel when he's not with you, when you're not hanging out? Those are 5 great green lights that show that, okay, this relationship is pointed in a long-term direction. So my question for you is, what are the characteristics and qualities that you look for that let you know that this person has got long-term potential? Go ahead and post those in the comment section below. I believe in you. Here's to your amazing love life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.